What's up guys, Mike here from Swood and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys at home everything you need to know about Skeleton Barrel, how to counter it, how to use it, and show you guys some live gameplay with the deck. So in this first interaction we're going to break down Princess, countering Skeleton Barrel, and taking out all skeletons one shot, so no skeleton damage. Obviously you're still going to take the death damage, but that's a really good trade, 3 for 3 and only take 115 of Princess on the board, which they're going to have to address at some point in the game. What you want to do is you're going to want to play the Princess after the Skeleton Barrel has crossed 5 tiles from the river. It's a pretty straightforward interaction, in my opinion. So, I'm moving on to the next interaction. We're going to show you guys how to deny all damage, well, relatively all damage with Ice Spirit. Just 2 skeletons are going to live, and the Ice Golem will get 1 swing. Obviously death damage too. So this isn't the most ideal counter in the world, but it's still really nifty. For 1 elixir, you can do quite a lot. Now this is a variation on that we're showing next. A tank, it really doesn't matter what the tank is, plus Skeleton Barrel, Tornado, Ice Spirit. So if you time it just right, if you put everything on top of each other, the Ice Spirit will actually completely kill the Skeleton Barrel, and you just play something to tank. We used another Skeleton Barrel in that instance because we can conveniently clip it with this next upcoming video right here, and that is going to be Royal Ghost countering Skeleton Barrel for 2 skeletons. That's a very common interaction. Now technically, you can get it down to 0 every single time. It's just extremely precise, very mechanical, and not the easiest thing to accomplish. So I figured to be more practical, we'll show you guys the 2 skeletons surviving, as it's significantly more forgiving. Now the Ewas on the left side is going to counter that. This is just simple counters. The log on the right side is going to counter that. And both of those Skeleton Barrels got 0 damage, obviously besides the death. So these are just kind of simple counters for the interaction with Skeleton Barrel, and nothing too fancy here. Next, we're going to show up Mega Knight, and then we're going to go ahead and show a Zap. The one Skeleton Barrel on the left is just kind of chilling. It's being wavy, you know, making its way to the tower. It just wants to hug it, you know, just surround it with skeletons, surround it with some love, and just really go to town. So that's it for the actual counters of the video, at least of the hard variety. There are several soft counters. You're going to have to forget the loud music for about 2 seconds. There we go. That should be much better now. And probably my OBS is going to freak out. Let's see. Nope. Ahaha, there it is. So predictable. Ugh. It's almost like I know these things are going to happen now. Alright, so I believe we fixed that now. And let's talk about some of the softer counters for Skeleton Barrel while you look at, in my opinion, the best Skeleton Barrel deck list out there. So a soft counter for Skeleton Barrel, in my opinion, is both Fly Machine and Mega Minion. Fly Machine you can place in the middle of the map, and it's going to kind of just go ahead and shoot off the Skeleton Barrel before it gets to the tower. And between the tower and the Fly Machine sniping down skeletons, you're going to take relatively few damage. Additionally, Mega Minion is in a similar boat, played at the bridge to counter the Skeleton Barrel, and you're not going to take too much damage because the Mega Minion in the tower, on top of the fact that the skeletons actually have to walk, they can't just go around, surround it, and give it a nice big hug. They actually have to go like march towards it and to their deaths usually, but it's not going to be very effective for your opponent. Also, both of those ways are ways to avoid death damage. Obviously, Zap, Log, Mega Knight, Ewas are very common, and some of the better counters in the game. We thought it'd be cool to show you guys some of the crazier ones that would start off the video. Hey guys, sorry about the really choppy transition you probably just had to witness, but my computer decided to do somersaults out of an airplane, and well, when it landed, it didn't exactly agree with the concrete. So, I don't know. I guess that's just kind of what happens when, you know, your computer decides not to charge. So that's cool, but we're back now. Let's talk about how to use Skeleton Barrel. So Skeleton Barrel, at its heart, is a tank. It has like a lot of health, and it does death damage, and then, you know, the skeleton spawn do their thing. It's pretty straightforward. It also kind of works as a spellbait card in the fact that it baits out poisons, zaps, and logs. More specifically, poison and log. And right now, out of those 2, I believe zap is infinitely stronger. Let me explain why. So there really aren't any cards right now that necessitate the use of log on them, really at all, if you think about it. So I mean, Goblin Barrel obviously, but Skeleton Barrel is kind of just the same card as Goblin Barrel, except, you know, slightly better in my opinion. Then you have Goblin Gang. Guards simply outclass it, so there really isn't a reason to play that. And then you have, you know, the one and only Princess. And obviously Princess is a very strong card, but it's not the greatest card in the game right now. And there's a lot of other cards that also answer her. So there really aren't any cards that you necessarily need to zap. Need to log every single time, wow. And then let's look at, you know, the zap side of things. You have Inferno Dragon, it melts tanks and is super spell resistant, has a lot of health, and can tank for stuff. You have bats, which need to be addressed basically every single time you use them on defense, otherwise it'll just destroy monstrous pushes of significantly more elixir than the bats are worth, just because of their incredible DPS. So, I mean, when you compare the 2 sides of things, it's just not really a fair fight. The zap bait side is clearly better equipped to handle the current meta. So then you obviously have to have your poison aspect of the deck too. So you have the Goblin Hut in there. They kind of just bait away poisons because it's a card that trades pretty well with poison, but still necessitates the use of poison. So that way they can't really poison, the Skeleton Barrel. As for the offensive pushes of this deck, it's pretty straightforward. You have Skeleton Barrel. Bats Miner. It's a very popular single lane push. So the Skeleton Barrel tanks the tower, the Miner chips away or chips at a troop. You can protect something if you need to. Then you have the Bats behind the Skeleton Barrel to kind of just clean up whatever your opponent plays, and it also a lot of the time will force out a zap on the Bats, which means they won't be able to zap the Skeleton Barrel. So it's just a really deadly combination of cards. Another really good push for this deck is when you defend with a Mega Knight, just kind of like support it with Bats, and then push this out with like Miner Skeleton Barrel. Absolutely like devastating push. Put a Royal Ghost in there too if you have the Elixir, and it's just really generally hard to defend. The other cards in this deck are pretty self-explanatory. Royal Ghost is one of the best cards in the game right now, and if you don't have it, just swap it out for Poison. This deck works very well without it, and then Miner just goes really well with Skeleton Barrel. As you know, Skeleton Barrel tanks for the Miner, so the Miner can get extra chip damage in there, and then the Skeleton Barrel pops, it destroys whatever's above it, and the Skeleton army is going to try to go and hug the tower, just make it its friend, and just take it down. They just really want to give love to that tower, it's all good. And the Miner's going to tank for it, so yeah, it's a pretty straightforward combination. So let's just jump right into some live games. I'm 3-1 in a Grand Challenge right now because, that's how the professionals do it. They like to lose one early on, so that a nice early guy, feels a little bit better off themselves. So let's see. We're playing against Elvis from Springfield. Hopefully Springfield, the same one as The Simpsons. We get a little Elvis impersonation in here. I don't actually know what Elvis sounds like. This guy is playing Goblin Hut though. It's a very popular deck. I'm actually going to be doing a deck guide on how to beat Goblin Hut decks coming up, featuring some interesting cards that I'm sure you guys will enjoy. So, spoiler, oh my god, he might actually be playing the same deck as me. He opened significantly stronger than me too. Okay, so no, he's playing Goblin Gang, which is actually another Zap bait card. In case you guys didn't know, Goblin Gang baits out Log, but it also baits out Zap pretty well. Okay, so this guy's going way harder on the Zap bait aspect of this deck than I am. Okay. So over my Zap. Alright, well, I just Juicy Jade it, so I'm gonna let this guy win. It's all good in the hood. I probably could have defended that, but I didn't really feel like it, I just really wanted to make the guy feel special, make sure... Wow. Woo! That was brutal. Okay, so that was not the greatest for him. I'm definitely going to zap all that away, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be another tower off him. He doesn't have zap in rotation either, so, we're kind of even it up right here. I'm not too scared. I feel pretty good about the situation right now, actually. I think the Royal Ghost will get one hit. Yep, clean up that. And then I'm going to play Goblin Hut on the right side, because this isn't like a 3-crown style deck. It's more of like a 1-1 situation. I'm definitely going to go ahead and Bats that out of existence. Then I'm going to Royal Ghost this. The one Bat should live. I'm hoping to kill that off, and then hopefully the Royal Ghost cleans things up really nice and clean. That went really well, in my opinion. I actually really like the situation I'm in right now. The Royal Ghost is going to go after the King Tower, which is fine, and the Goblins are going to kind of just stack up, do a few little damage, get some good chip in there, and I'm going to play an Inferno Dragon in the back. No, I'm not. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play Skeleton Barrel, and then I'm going to go ahead and play Miner here, then I'm going to go ahead and play another Hut. I don't need to zap anything, and I wonder if this guy has what he has to... Okay, that was a really good zap. It was really well timed. Good for him. You go ahead and play Inferno Dragon back left. Kind of just deal with those Spear Goblins that are just kind of building up slowly but surely. I'm definitely going to also go ahead and play Bats in the back. This is going to be a Mega Knight and a half. That definitely seems like the best use of my time here. I'm also going to go ahead and try to do this. That way I can avoid using Zap, and then I can use it on offense. Let's get another Goblin Hut down. Right now I'm just kind of just overwhelming him with card advantage. That's the plan. I'm going to wait till I'm at 6 Elixir. And I'm going to go in like this, and then like this, and then like this. And I'm going to play Bats here. Kind of just try to clean up everything if I can. Those will die more than likely. And I'm pretty sure he isn't going to have the Elixir to zap. Oh, he missed the zap! There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, he did it too. We came back. Oh my gosh. I seriously contemplated existence for like probably 30 seconds there in that game. That was almost a 3-round 2, but alas, we couldn't get it. Wow, that was probably one of the better games I could have shown for you guys. Let's just hop into one more. I feel pretty good about myself right now. I'm pretty pumped up. That was absolutely unreal. I can't believe he missed the zap the second time, just like I missed the first one. I mean, I'm sure this was a really entertaining game for you guys. And now we're playing against Razam. I'm pretty sure that's how you'd say that. I don't really know. It's very interesting. Characters. Don't really know what language that is. If someone does in the comment section below, feel free to let me know. being like a nice thumbs up. I'm going to go ahead and cycle Inferno Dragon in the back. It just seems like a solid play. He's going to go ahead and play Ice Wizard, so that narrows down his deck selection quite drastically. Maybe he's playing Ice Bow. Definitely not Ice Bow. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and play Goblin Hut. Just chill with that, see what happens. Okay. That should melt out the Prince, which is good. And then I'm going to try to... that timing was terrible. Oh well. We're definitely going to try to get that Mega Knight on the Goblin Barrel. That was okay. And then it's going to jump man up onto that. Let's see what he has for this. I'm going to go ahead and miner out the Princess. It looks like some form of log bait, perhaps. And then I'm going to bait to Ghost into the other lane. It's not really going to do too much. I'm going to go ahead and zap all that stuff. The Spirit Goblin's going to clean up house, and that Mega Knight is going to go to town on that tower. He's going to have to go ahead and log that, and that tower is going all the way down to triple digits at 938. I feel in pretty good on position right here. I'm definitely going to go ahead and Skeleton. Okay. This is not great. I mean, it's okay. We're going to go ahead and play Skeleton Barrel here. I think since he has log, this should be a really hard push from the defender. He's going to go ahead and Princess this, I think. I actually just showed this in the video, so I'm going to have to go miner that, otherwise this is going to die. And I don't want that crap. Oh well. The Royal Ghost is going to get on the tower, more than likely finish it off. I'm going to go ahead and I tried to zap there, but for whatever reason it wouldn't go. I guess it just wasn't selected. That's unfortunate. It would have been a tower, but it's fine. We're doing good. So with a minute, 10 seconds left on the board, my electric tower is at 775, his is at 200, which is really easy to take with this deck. I have miner, I have a lot of like little pushes that I can get through. He has Ice Wizard in this deck for some reason. I'm not really exactly sure why. I'm gonna go ahead and Royal Ghost that. I'm still gonna take some damage here, but it shouldn't hopefully be too bad. My tower is not in rocket range anymore, I think. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen a lot of rockets since the update, so I'm not actually sure if that's technically correct. I'm gonna go ahead and play some bats. Hopefully that melts out the Prince before they all die. Then I'm going to go ahead and do this, because his Princess is out of rotation now. Of course that Prince hit, and it hit that. Wow, that Princess with like 0 health got a million value there. We're just going to melt all this out. Unfortunately, he has a Tornado as well. I'm going to go ahead and play Royal Ghost in the back. This is not what I wanted to see happen. With only a few seconds left, I definitely could be in a better position for this game. I'm going to go ahead and bats here, and then miner here. See what can happen. Okay, I think we took the tower. Okay, cool. We got that tower down. I'm going to go ahead and play Inferno Dragon now. I'm going to get ready to play my Mega Knight, knowing he's more than likely going to Goblin Barrel. I'm going to go ahead and play Royal Ghost in the back. So I feel like that's the correct maneuver. I'm going to also go ahead and play another Goblin Hut. And let's go ahead and play bats to clean up this barrel. He should get no hits, I think. Yeah, he got none. That was really clean. I'm definitely going to go ahead and miner that out. Get another Inferno Dragon down. Hopefully that one dies. Please die, please. Please, 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 please. Okay. That was okay. He has two really small Princess up. It's kind of cute. I'm going to go ahead and play Ghost here and then play another Hut. My goal right now is just to get as much Huts up as possible. That's actually going to hit the tower, which is really nice. Get some extra damage in there. And I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and miner that Princess out of existence. I'm going to go ahead and play Skeleton Barrel in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and get Zap ready. That should die, which is good. I'm going to go ahead and play my Inferno Dragon. Right now, I'm just getting ready for this massive push, and that should just basically crush his soul. Go ahead and play... My bats aren't playing. That's fine, though. Go ahead and play this, and then we're going to go ahead and play another Hut. I'm just trying to cycle my cheapest cards and get the Huts out, and just kind of overwhelm him this way. That's the plan anyway. I think I'm going to go in here with the Skeleton Barrel, because his Prince is out of rotation. I'm going to play more bats. He's going to Tornado everything now, if he's smart. Or, yep, okay, there's a Tornado. Here's the Royal Ghost coming in. There's the Inferno Dragon. We're just going to spam a little bit here. I feel like this is probably game. Inferno Dragon's on the tower. It's going to town, and that's the game, boys. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you're a returning subscriber, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. But if you're new to our channel, go ahead, subscribe, join the Mike G crew, join the Swood army, and as always, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. See you next time, YouTube.